Welcome back. We're here with our little friend Betty, and we're going to talk about the next piece of the puzzle, which is foster care. And foster care is really a big part of the life-saving mission.
It's a huge part. It's just so necessary, Cheryl, because particularly during kitten season, which is usually April through November, the sheer volume of cats that come through is amazing. I mean, it's just, every shelter is faced with it, but the truth of the matter is that because we're at full capacity at that point, we literally cannot handle the numbers that come through. We can't hold them here, is what I'm saying. And so the foster care is the key in opening up that door, expanding our shelter. In other words, people take in these cats into their own homes, they house them, they keep them for us, they maintain them, they take care of them, and that allows us to take in all these animals and then to continue to care for them. So it's extraordinarily important. And obviously the challenges in finding a lot of foster homes and getting the community involved, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later, but I think it's important for people to maybe have an idea of who goes into foster care, who's the recipients of that.
It isn't just the overflow.
Correct.
When we're sending animals into foster care, we want to send animals that are going to benefit the most from foster care. And we see a lot of animals that come to us that are maybe under-socialized. We get a lot of pregnant moms in, or we get nursing moms.
Very young.
And the shelter is just not a good environment for little kittens.
Sure.
They're going to get upper respiratory, they're going to become ill, and the stress of being at the shelter. So the best thing that we can do for them is to put them in a foster home. Occasionally we will need a foster home for a dog, but the majority of the time we're going to be looking for foster care for cats and kittens.
Right. And so let's tell the people, if they want to become foster parents, what's involved? What do we got to do?
Well, I think one of the most important things is you want to look at your own household. And you want to make sure, is this something that you can comfortably fit into your schedule? It doesn't take a lot of time, but the best, ideally, it would be for you to have a separate room that you can isolate the animals into so that they're not commingling with your pets. And as far as what you need to provide, that room and your time. And otherwise, the Humane Society will provide everything else. If there's medication, we'll provide food, litter pans, beds, everything that you need to care for that animal. We're going to be with that foster home every step of the way. And if they have a question, all they have to do is call us. And we'll be with them every step of the way. But what we need them to do is to provide that caring environment for that animal and the care. For example, if you have a nursing mom and kittens, you're going to have to clean the litter box, you're going to have to make sure that they're fed on a regular basis. As the kittens get older, you want to make sure that they're handled and well socialized. Maybe invite the neighbor kids in to do that, but it's not like you have to sit in that room with them 24 hours, 7 days a week. But it is a commitment of time, and depending upon how long that animal needs care.
And that was my next question, how much time? What you know, and that's important, I think, too, is to ask, or because we're asking people to obviously volunteer for the shelter, to open up their homes and to keep these animals in their house. What's the time frame that we might be asking of them?
Right. Well, I think it can range anywhere from, you know, a week to 10 days to 6 weeks until kittens are ready to go to their new homes. And so it is a commitment that we're asking people to make. But it's also a matter of everyone in the community wanting to save lives. It goes right back to that mission of, do you want to save lives? Do you want us to save lives?
And I think that's really important, Cheryl, is that the benefit, you know, we are asking this, and this is somewhat of a sacrifice to people because obviously there's a time commitment involved, and we're asking people to step up. But it really is true. There is no question when people foster for us, they're saving lives.
They really are.
They really are. They're as much saving lives as we are right here and working for this organization. So that's what we're asking our community to do.
Well, and I think it's important too. Maybe somebody who wants to become a foster home, this is a great opportunity to find out, do you want to make a lifetime commitment to a pet of your own? We have a couple foster homes where they don't have any pets. And this is a great way to have the experience of owning a pet without owning a pet. And again, I can't say it enough, we're with them 100% of the way, every step of the way. They don't have to worry about placing the animal. They don't have to worry about, you know, doing the paperwork or making the vet appointments. We take care of all of that. We just need them to be that word of mouth in the community that, hey, I've got kittens at my house, would you like to see them? And we do the rest.
Well, and I think, you know, anybody who out there who's going to ask themselves, I want to help animals. You know, I want to help animals and I want to help the shelter. And, you know, if you're not in a position to donate, or if you aren't in a position to adopt, this is one way you can do it. This is one way you can step up and you can be a part of this solution, and you can literally save lives of animals.
Maybe somebody here, like our little Betsy, who has upper respiratory. This is probably something that if she was in a home environment, she'd be able to pull through in maybe a week to 10 days. Maybe somebody needs to be able to make a shorter commitment. And those are all the things that we'll work through with our foster homes.
And I think Sharon, our volunteer coordinator and foster care coordinator, she's very specific about, you know, if you're interested in doing this for us, she's going to ask you, Cheryl, what would you be comfortable taking? You know, if you don't want to make a commitment of baby kittens, but maybe you can do a single kitty.
How many foster homes do you think it would be ideal?
Right now, you know, last year we had about 50 foster homes, and we utilized all of them. Right. We truly did, and we scrambled a little bit.
So it would be nice to have that 200 and maybe, you know, it's kind of that old adage, if you spread the work out, it makes the workload lighter for everybody. And here again, bottom line is it saves lives.
It saves lives.
And that's the most important thing. So let's take another look at another recipient of the life-saving mission.
Okay.